Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss with you about the new chapter that is Lost Spring. It is written by Anish Jung and it's a very interesting chapter that tells about the plight of students, children who face many problems during their childhood. Child labor is a common problem which is basically faced by Indian children, and this also shows the carelessness of the society and political class to the suffering of the poor. Like nobody wants to care about what is happening with them. They just pass by and just see the plight of those poor people, especially the children. Coming to the title, Anish Jung has given it this title to show the plight of people and children. The basic reasons that I think are responsible for it are illiteracy, poverty, the parents themselves, the society, and the traditions. When we come to the spring season, it is considered as the best season in one's life. May it be people, humans, or the plants or animals. Everybody enjoys the spring season. But here, when it is written, lost spring, it denotes that the happiness is lost. The prime time of happiness, that's the youth, is lost. That is shown in this title. Now coming to the first story, sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. It is about Simapuri. It's on the periphery of Delhi. Somewhere around 10,000 families of rag pickers live over there. They have come to India in 1971. There is the war between India and Pakistan when the Bangladesh was created. Then they came over here. Devastated by a storm, means they were disturbed by the storm. And the author comes around Sahib, the person in this story. Children are deprived of schooling, they don't go to school, and Anish Jung, then when she encounters Sahib, she promises that if he would come to school, if she builds it, he eagerly agrees to it and says, definitely I will go to school if you build it. And next time, it is an embarrassment for Anish Jung because she could not build the school, and the main person, Sahib, runs up and says, is the school ready? Can I join in? It's a real embarrassment for her. But all of them, along with Sahib, there were many others who used to roam around barefoot, carrying bags full of rags. They used to collect all those rag material. There is an irony in the name itself. Sahib-e-Alam, it means Lord of Universe. But he spends time roaming and scrounging streets. He goes about scrounging those rag material over there. He is just 10 years old. He aims that he may be able to wear shoes and probably to play tennis. Author describes about a man from Udupi where there was a priest, and the priest, his son, never used to wear those shoes, but he daily used to pray to the God that if possible I may be able to wear shoes. 30 years later, she went over there in Udupi and saw that the priest's son was already having those shoes. But when she saw these poor kids in Simapuri, she thought that maybe in next 30, 40 years, maybe their words also may be listened. Coming to the place where they lived, their dwellings, houses, those were the structures of mud, tin and tarpaulin with no sewage facility, drainage or water. But definitely they had their ration cards. Ration cards are important today because they provide them with the grains. And they are happy also over here because living in Bangladesh without any food is better over here where they can at least have grains. Means tummy full, that's they want to see. Rag picking. Rag picking also is a different meaning for elders as well as children. For children, it is definitely wrapped in wonder because they don't know what it will be next day. May it have a rupee or a 10 rupee. And definitely this gives them an encouragement that next day they can again go for rag picking. And they can use it for themselves. That is the main point. But for elders, it's just a means of survival. They cannot build their own houses, but definitely it means a daily bread, a roof over their heads. That is the main purpose. Now, there is a conflicting step that has been taken by Sahib. He starts to work in a tea stall where he gets 800 rupees. But he is depressed. The weight of the canister seems to be heavier than the bag of those rags. He has lost his cafe look and he is no more a free bird and a master of his own self. Just a glance of this story, a boy Sahib Alam, that means Lord of Universe, lives in Simapuri, just at the outskirts of Delhi. He is a refugee from Bangladesh, does rag picking, lives in miserable and unhygienic conditions. Bangladesh refugees have been living since 1971 without permit but with ration cards. This you must note. Rag picking brings them a rupee or a 10 rupee note, but for elders it is just a means of survival. Next time author encounters him as an employee at a tea stall doing hard work, the conclusion is he lost his carefree look is replaced by anxiety on his face. We will just end it over here and we will continue next time. Okay, fine.